The Timberwolves defeat the Portland Trailblazers last night, 124-121. Point totals outstanding for Anthony Edwards, although not the most efficient night for him. However, 34 will still get the job done. Jaden McDaniels has been, real quick on the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels has been their MVP the last 3 weeks.
I mean,
and even says it on the postgame. He's like, that's the guy, not me. It's that guy right there.
He's been phenomenal. He's found some consistency in his game for sure. And also, McDaniels against the Blazers this year. He's had some unbelievable performances.
Yeah, you can tell who he likes.
Well, and Jay McDaniels is from Seattle. This is as close as the family gets, and when he does come to town, this has been true always. The fan section directly behind the Timberwolves bench. When he comes to town, when Paolo comes to town, when Levine comes to town, DeJounte Murray and Michael Porter Jr.
Seattle kids,
the Seattle guys. When they come to town, man, there's probably anywhere from 100 to 150 people.
Wow.
Like, there's a whole section right there. I think the only team that has that happen for, like, their fan base and not necessarily a particular player is the Knicks.
Yeah.
There's a Knicks fan group that is right there behind the Knicks bench, and then to the right there of the visiting team tunnel. The Warriors fans, they descend on town pretty heavy, but, like, the only, like, dyed-in-the-wool, like, oh man, this is a group of fans of a team that just like gives the team that love is that. But the individual Seattle guys, they're the ones who get that treatment.
Imagine when the Sonics come back, what Seattle will be like if any Seattle kid comes to town. You know what I mean?
Man,
that'd be cool. Although you hate seeing a ton of fans in your arena for the other team.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes. Look, real quick on this game, I don't think there's a lot to get into this game. There's more pressing things to get to. But real quickly, from the floor, not a great shooting night for Jeremy, but getting to the free throw line really helped bail out his kind of point total when offense is very much needed. Chris Murray had some nice shots in that game, which was very helpful
Chris
to see.
Was great last night.
I was really surprised to see him start, but that paid off a little bit from his efficiency standpoint. Donovan was fine. Donovan's fine.
The takeaway from Donovan is he didn't get his butt whooped by Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Because in all of these matchups against Minnesota, with the exception of his rookie year where he had that monster game, Rudy has kind of whooped him.
But he still finished with 16 boards.
No, that's the thing. Is like
third quarter, early fourth was really nice for Donovan.
And that was the thing. Is like it was good to see him because he had that period of about 2-3 weeks. A month ago, where guys were kind of just whooping him, and it was like, well, what's going on here?
I got to see a little bit of what I've been asking for last night, and I know it's happened, but last night I was able to really focus on it. Some Scoot and Drew on the floor at the same time, just to see.
You're going to get a lot of it.
I know we're going to get a lot of that, but just to see. So I give the Blazers a lot of credit for last night. I don't want to sit here and suck up to them by any means, but in a game where you have two players and Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards go for 63 combined, and the Blazers only lost by 3 with your best scorer on the floor not having an efficient night from the floor, and your other two best scorers not in the game.
And you shot relatively well. You shot 47, 40, 78. Like, you had a decent volume of threes. You had a decent amount of free throws. You didn't commit an egregious amount of turnovers. 16 is fine.
Scoot had 2. That's better than the 6 that he's had.
God, Drew in 2 last night. I said, I think it was late in the second quarter or in the third quarter. I was like, wow, it's kind of weird. It seems like the ball is greased up right now, but only when the Blazers are handling it. Because there was a couple of just like
tinfoil hats.
Well, no, it was just like there's a couple of like just really loud, obnoxious, brain dead turnovers. And those, like, look, if you're asking 2 to handle the ball a lot, which is without Deni, without Shaedon, he's going to have to elevate in that. He's going to be prone to those. But Drew's had some of those. He had a couple like bad handle turnovers, but also the Timberwolves are really good at poking the ball away. You've got Jaden McDaniels, who has the wingspan of a pterodactyl. You've got Rudy at the rim. Dante is going to dive in. Ant's a really good defender when he locks in. And so you just kind of, and they added DeSumo, who's a tenacious defender as well. And so you just kind of look at it and you go, yeah, you need to be better, but they weren't the most egregious turnovers you'd ever seen as far as volume.
Yeah, and I wonder if some of that stuff with Drew is just also trying to figure out how the hell this offense is going to work.
Well, you don't have any rim penetration, so
exactly.
He's not a guy who is going to like lead the league in drives per 36 kind of a deal. So now Scoot's a guy who's going to thrive in that world, but because everybody kind of knows that, they load up for it. So they have to be a little bit more creative with what they do, and that without having that, because the Blazers, I believe, are first in the NBA in drives per game.
That makes sense with Deni.
With Deni,
Yeah.
he leads the NBA in drives per game, so he's going to have a big chunk of that. And when you take that away, and then you take your secondary driving guy away, kind of in Shaedon out of that, and now it kind of falls on Scoot and Drew, and then two's going to have to find a little bit in that. And you just kind of start elevating guys into positions. And Jeremy, I mean, the reason Jeremy has 15 free throws last night is why? Go to
attacking.
rim.
Yeah, attacking.
Now the ball wasn't falling, but look, that happens in any given night in the NBA. You can save your efficiency by getting to the line 15 times.
And what we're about to get to with the big news of the day, if you are not shooting well from the field, but you know this team needs points real badly, 13 of 15 from the free throw line ain't a bad way to figure it out.
It's a great way.
It's kind of like John Turturro in Rounders. You're kind of grinding, and that's not really sustainable. But game to game, if your shot's not falling, but you can push towards the rim and get to the free throw line and be efficient, points are points. Points are points. And with the offense right now, the state of this team, that's what's needed.